What's up, guys? Tyler from GP Audio here, and I'm going to show you the NORTHSTAR NSBC25 by Ctek. Ctek is your most advanced in charging technology. They have over a dozen patents in this device, or at least some pending. This is a fully automated smart charger. I'll first apologize for the mess in my trunk. I'm redoing everything, and it's winter time. But anyways, as important as a battery bank for your stereo and having a high output alternator to help keep things maintained, you cannot rely on your alternator to be sure your batteries are topped off at full capacity. No matter how many alternators you have, you need to be responsible and get a decent battery charger so that it can prolong the life of your electrical system or your battery bank. This particular charger will maintain up to 500 amp hours of batteries, which is a significantly large bank. That's about 5 NORTHSTAR AGM31s, or these two SMS AGM 400s. That's 370 amps or so, or amp hours. Okay, so I'm going to unplug this and explain to you how this works. Okay, so we're in normal mode. Again, fully automated. The first thing this is going to do is desufflation mode. What that's doing is checking to see if the batteries are sulfated. Once it determines they're not, it goes into a soft start. Now on your soft start, it will charge at 25 amps until it determines that your battery bank is up to 12.6 volts. Once it does that, it will go into bulk charging mode. And this is all automatic. In bulk charging mode, what it's going to do is start increasing the voltage up to 14.4 at a 25 amp current. Once it's done with that, it will go to an analyze mode, and what that's going to do is actually spend 3 minutes and basically run small checks and tests on the batteries to be sure that its first process did as it was supposed to do. So if not, it will go back into another charging mode to be sure to get your batteries fully topped off. From that point, it will go into a float, so it's going to hold the batteries at 13.6 volts and charge as needed. So it'll basically hold the voltage up, and then if it notices that the batteries lose power, and sometimes, let's say it's minus 10 degrees outside all of a sudden, sometimes just due to drastic temperature fluctuations, you can actually drop a tenth of a volt or two. Well, if it detects this happening, it will actually start over, go through the whole process again to be sure that your battery is at 100% capacity and at its best operation. After this point, once it determines it is at 100% capacity, it will go into a pulsing mode, and basically what that will do is, if the voltage drops, it will fluctuate based on your outside temperature from 12.9 to 14.4 volts and give it like 4.5 amps of current. But again, fully automated. I know it sounded like a lot. Here's your key. It shows you what each mode does, up to how long they operate typically. But yeah, so basically On normal mode, this does 7 steps to be sure your battery is in perfect working order, all by itself, all automatic. You plug it in and forget about it. It will maintain your battery flawlessly. And again, this is the key to being sure your investment, which can get expensive, will last you as long as possible. Using a charger like this to maintain your batteries will make you get the most life possible out of them. So typically, using a charger like this versus just a regular charger, this will add life to your batteries at the end of the day. So the NSBC25 is about $300 shipped. It's not cheap. It does different things. Normal mode, recondition mode. The recondition mode is exactly the same process, except it adds in a reconditioning area, which gives takes your voltage up to 15.8 at 1.5 amps until it determines through gassing that it's restored as much capacity to the battery as possible. That mode you want to do with your car unhooked, because at 15.8 can damage your electronics. But and then supply mode, so that's going to give a constant 25 amp supply and run at 13.6 volts, so you can, if you need to run some stuff off your vehicle with the car off while you're sitting in the driveway messing around, it's going to help keep things maintained. But again, protect your investment and get a good charger. With all these automated steps and being a fully automated smart charger, you plug it in, hook it up, plug it in, and forget about it. It will take care of everything. And be sure that whenever you go to your next competition or you go to your next show, those batteries are at 100% capacity, so you get the performance out of them. Very nice alligator clips, very heavy duty. This has a temperature sensor in it, so that if it notices this clamp's getting hot just through some of its modes, it'll actually kick on temperature light and then shut down until the temperature returns back to a safe level, and then continue where it left off. So anyways, NORTHSTAR by Ctek, the most advanced in charging systems. Be sure and check it out. They have a 7 amp model as well that goes for $150, and it does basically all these modes. It just doesn't have the supply, and it runs at 7 amps versus 25. So this one being about $300. If you have any questions, PM me through GP Car Audio for the Win on Facebook and mention this video, and I'll give you a deal on one. Anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned.